Welcome back. Thanks for watching Good Morning Connecticut. Well, back to school nights are stressful for not just kids, but parents too, right? So we've got a little homework for you. Michelle Segallen is here to tell parents what they need to know to get the most out of back to school nights. Michelle, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Steph. Pleasure to be here as always.
Always good to have you. Always have such great advice. All right, so what's the first thing that parents have to keep in mind before they head to the back to school night?
So the first thing you want to be, obviously, is on time. You don't want to arrive late when sessions have started and it's a distraction to the group. Similarly, you want to leave on time. Remember that teachers have been there all day and chances are they're teaching tomorrow, so if back to school night finishes at 9 o'clock, leave at 9 o'clock.
That's an easy tip, a good first impression. What do you need to be prepared, though?
That's kind of obvious, but bring something to write with and pen and paper. There'll be obviously lots of handouts, but you want to take a note, you'll have a thought, you'll maybe have a question that you want to ask later, so be prepared to write things down.
And you said don't ask the teacher any sort of specific questions about your students. I would think it would be the exact opposite.
Right. So when you get into the classroom and the teacher is explaining what's going on and what the curriculum will be that year, you don't want to start saying, well, Johnny, believes this, or how are you going to teach Johnny that? I mean, these questions that are very specific to your student do not interest the whole group, nor do they benefit the group. So stick to the next tip, which is asking general questions. What's the homework policy? What happens if they miss a homework assignment? How does that affect the grade? What's your policy on bullying or cell phones?
Those are good ideas. What is the overall goal of a back to school night, and how can parents really help that in terms of meeting other parents as well at these events?
Right. So the goal of back to school night is to give you an idea of what your student will learn for the whole year, what certain general policies and procedures are, to literally sit in your child's chair and to feel and see how they might be experiencing school. Back to school night is a great way to meet teachers, to meet the administrators as well.
That's wonderful. Michelle, I know that you have something that you'd like to share with parents too as well.
Yes, thank you
Yeah.
for asking. We have every week something called Thursday Study Tips, and it's free, and it's a story every week on what parents can do to support their student. So go to the website s4studyskills.com and sign up.
That's great. And